Hi Sagittarius, and welcome to your monthly tarot reading for October. Thank you so much for joining me today, and this is a general reading that could help any sun, moon, or rising Sagittarius. In your present moment, where you are right now, it's the Strength card, which is a beautiful card. We see the woman here gently taming the lion, and the lion seems to be receptive to that. And so there's a sense of using kindness and compassion in order to work with people or to understand people, versus using force and being pushy or trying to dominate. So that's one angle of this Strength card. The other piece of this is that you feel, you believe that you have the inner strength to handle whatever life may throw at you. So this is a card of having the belief that you have the strength to handle adversity and to handle challenging times. And so it's within your heart, and your heart is a really strong muscle. And so with that, you're feeling that you're able to handle what life may toss at you. And so what's crossing you is the Eight of Pentacles. And this is a card of diligent, hardworking, of being focused on your career and not being distracted. So what is crossing you is that you have been working really, really hard. You've been really, really focused. You do enjoy what you do for a living. However, sometimes I think you may feel that it's too much, that you're doing too much. So what's crossing is, the sense that maybe work is taking up too much of your time, and that's just something to be thinking about. But really, the Eight of Pentacles is skill and technique and artistry within what you do, and you have a lot of knowledge. This also could suggest that you may be getting some training or some additional certifications within October. In your foundation, one of the nicest cards in tarot, the Four of Wands. And this suggests home front happiness, stability at home, a lot of joy and happiness. And so perhaps you've had some recent celebrations to attend with family. It can also suggest marriage, that maybe you've been thinking of marriage or engagement, or maybe exclusivity in a relationship. But this tells us that where you've been thinking and what you've had recently is that it's a happy and celebratory home life, and home is good with the Four of Wands, that you are feeling loved and recognized by your friends, family, community for the good things that are happening at the home. And so it's really a sense of celebrating unions, celebrating happiness, family, and community. And along with those lines, in the recent past, or what's behind you, is the Hierophant. And the Hierophant is Taurus, and the Hierophant is about the conventions of society, really traditions. So you may have been thinking of going a more traditional route of getting married, having children. So it's a sense of, it can be society's conventions, it can be related to education, formal education, religious training, and of working with someone who is a mentor or master. So this could be seeking counsel from clergymen. It could be talking to your professors, even a boss at work. But there's a sense here of, you've been thinking about traditions, and you've been thinking about really the conventions of society and how to make it work for you. And what's crowning you is the Page of Swords. And the Page of Swords is this youthful energy. Pages are youthful messengers often, and they're new to the Court of Swords, which is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And so he is intellectual, and he is fair, unemotional, learning how to become a good communicator, learning to treat issues with clarity and being able to do the due diligence, understanding both sides of an issue. So this youthful energy of you're approaching whatever is interesting to you, you're approaching it with a logical framework. So maybe you're studying, maybe you're looking online on how to do things. Maybe you want to learn how to become or do some home carpentry. So you're kind of new to this, but you're studying on how to do it. So with this Page of Swords, it's a sense of using your intellect to your advantage. Now, the other thing to note within this illustration is that he's kind of standing in a defensive pose. And often the swords can suggest that there may be some tough times coming and that, you're positioning yourself to be ready for that. What's ahead of you in your future, recent future or near future, is the Five of Wands. And so this is a card of disharmony, of conflict, of people who are really not working well together. Maybe it's a clash of egos. So this could be something that's happening within your family structure, your relationship, and could be happening at the office, but this is a sense of disharmony and people unable to work toward a common goal. And so it also could be simply competition, that someone is competing for your territory or is competing for your recognition, something like that. But this is definitely competition and unable to work seamlessly together. So where you are right now is the Six of Swords. And the Six of Swords is often a card could be transition. It could be moving on. And you can see in the lower corner here is the rough water, moving into smoother water. There's a person here and a young person being pushed by an oarsman. And so are you helping someone move on, or are you asking for the help to help you move on from a situation? That something has happened that you feel it's time just to cut your losses and to let it go and to move on so that you can move on to a better opportunity. And that's really the hope of the Six of Swords, is that you're leaving whatever was troubling behind you and moving on to a better situation. So in your environment, friends or family, what they're thinking is the Judgment card. And you can see the people here rising out of their coffins, looking up to the sky. And the angel here is blowing a fanfare as if to summon these people out of the darkness here. With this card, this is really a day of reckoning. It's karma. It's thinking about your past actions. So in October, you may be thinking about your life. You may be putting it into perspective. And you may be thinking about where am I going in my life? Am I achieving and accomplishing the things that I want? Because it's never too late to change your path. It's never too late to bring in more of the passions and the excitement and the energy and the life fulfilling purpose that you may feel. And so this card really suggests that you take the time to contemplate and to think about where you are. Have you arrived in this place because of your past actions, or have you just been dormant and you've just been in an unhappy job and you've been afraid to leave it or to even think about coming up with a new plan? This is a card of rebirth and of a reawakening, and so it's time to maybe have that talk with yourself about what is your highest purpose. How can you fulfill it within this lifetime? Because life is short, and before you know it, it slips away. So with this transitioning, this can certainly, this moving on from a place that didn't make you happy into a new rebirth, into a chance to find your highest purpose, that's something to be aware of for October. In your hopes and fears, this is Six of Pentacles. This relates to giving and receiving. It's a card of duality. And sometimes people are able to help out, and they are able to help you and give you what you need. So if you are feeling that you need someone to listen to you, maybe you need a little bit of a financial assist, maybe you just need physical help moving something within your house, whatever it may be, when you ask for help, more often than not, you will get help. And so with the Six of Pentacles, it's a sense of recognizing that those around you may need help and to be compassionate. And at the same time, maybe you might need to ask for help. And so those who are able to provide can help you. And it's a card of really of being generous when you're in a position to, and when you're not, of asking for help, and being grateful for that help to get you going. Then we have in your outcome the Eight of Cups. And in the Eight of Cups, we see this guy is walking away from 8 full cups. And again, this points to a sense of moving on from a situation, that you're leaving behind a lot of perhaps material comfort or long-term situations, but you're ready to move on to something new. And maybe it's just time for you to leave a relationship and to be on your own, to find yourself. This also could suggest that you are traveling or taking a trip, because there is movement into the mountains here. But this is a sense of that you're just ready to move on. And certainly this part of the reading here, which with the Six of Swords, finding a better place for yourself, a transitional card, to thinking about your actions, to needing help, giving help, needing help, asking for help, to really leaving things behind and moving on. So the outcome may be that you are choosing to leave a situation for the betterment of yourself, to find your highest purpose that judgment is telling you to take a look at, and to get away from this Five of Wands are minor skirmishes. They're just the daily wear and tear of sometimes not getting along. You've had a happy home life. You've had a stable place here and a foundation, and you may be thinking of making it fit into society's expectations, marriage, marriage in the church. But all of these things bring you a sense of stability. But really, when we look over here, what you're headed towards looks to be some change. It looks like some transitional moments for you of really thinking about your life and thinking about what your purpose is. And at the heart of where you are is that deep down inside that you have the strength to do whatever you need to do to make yourself happy, because that's ultimately what it's all about, which is to find happiness for yourself. So interesting reading. And as I'm looking at this, we have the Eight of Cups, and that's it with respect to cups. We have some wands, pentacles, and the sword energy here of some clear thinking, of getting ready perhaps for adversity with the Page of Swords. Maybe you have a sense that the road forward may get a little maybe weaving, and you're going to have to pay careful attention to that. Interesting. So the theme of this, I would say, is that strength leads everything, and to examine where you are and where you want to go, and to ask for help if you need it. And that help can maybe help solidify your decision-making process. So let's pull a love card to get a sense of messages related to love. And this is getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So whether this is friendship, or you're dating someone, or you're married, each day a little bit unravels, of the mystery of someone else. And so you just have to take time, and you have to trust the process of getting to know someone. And getting to know someone isn't going to happen in a week. It takes perhaps months and even years to know someone, and how they deal with adversity, how they deal with conflict, how they deal when the going gets tough. So a lot of things just take patience, and have that patience as you are building relationships with other people, whether romantically or, business-wise, friendship-wise. You, over time, will improve your bond, and will get to know each other, that you can accept and understand how your connection here operates. Whoops, let me do another card here. So let's just get a practice area for the month of October. The inner voice. Thank you, angels, for guiding me through my inner voice. And this inner voice is, you have to listen to it. You have to pay attention to the messages that your mind is sending you, that the environment is sending to you, that the universe is sending to you. And your inner voice is really maybe telling you to consider where you are in your life. Where is it that you want to be? What are the accomplishments or the purposes that you feel that you're here on earth for? And to trust yourself, and to trust your decisions, that if your decisions include for you to go to another place, to leave something behind, that you're going to have to do it. And again, the outcome of leaving something behind, even though it may have been a happy place, or formerly, a stable place, that you're going to have to trust yourself and trust what you want in life. And again, inner voice and inner strength combined to make your life meaningful, and to help you have a purposeful and a purpose-driven life, that you feel joyous every day. There should be no reason why you can't feel joy every day. So I hope that you found something helpful here with the October reading. If you enjoyed it, please like, share, or comment. And if you're new to the channel, please think about subscribing. I do daily readings and a weekly oracle forecast for mind, body, health. So please subscribe and check back again for another reading. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.